Hi, Genki Call here with Invasion for the weekend of June 24th, 2022. In the shop, ha ha ha, a new explodey weapon. Oh, how I love my explodey weapons. It looks like something a giant would use, doesn't it? So this is for the Kingdom of Stormheim. It will explode blue gems, grant a random grant a random status effect to all giant allies, and then summon a giant troop. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. And it uses red and brown. So I'm excited because I love this kind of weapon. It's also really important and noteworthy because this will make 10 weapons for Stormheim. So if you are up in the power level 20s, you're going to need this weapon in order to get your power level up some more here pretty soon. So I'm going to start buying things here. Not a lot in the drop table. I think there's only one mythic in the drop table, but let's grab this. Oh, yay! Love it. All right, so let's go look and see what we've got here as far as what we've got in the drop table. Hold on. So let's see. Base rarity, show all. Yes, Jotnar Storm Shield is the only mythic in the drop table, and he is not considered to be a really great mythic. As a matter of fact, I didn't even make a team for him. He does true damage to one enemy, boosted by barriered allies and giant allies. He's going to do some true damage. He may do a lot of true damage. The thing that's nice about him is he does give a random ally a barrier on 4+ gem matches, but, you know, he's okay. I haven't really used him because he's just not the type of troop I really enjoy using. But anyway, for the lower levels, you are not going to need to have the Siegebreaker right away. And if you don't know what I mean, I should probably explain that. So the Siegebreaker is this guy right here, the Stone Biter. You can start getting him at tier 2. The Stone Biter is our Siegebreaker. So he's going to do 3 to 5 times damage to towers based on his ascensions. And what that means is at his base rarity, he'll do 3 times the damage, this damage. At legendary, he'll do 4 times this damage, and at mythic level, once he's ascended to mythic, he'll do 5 times the damage. Now, you don't have to have him traded in order to get that damage on the spell just to get it for skulls. So, anyway, he is our Siegebreaker for this time. And you don't have to use him until the towers start showing up, or until you start having troubles with the towers. They're not going to start showing up for a little while here. So for early on here, this is a team that should be nice and fast. We've got Black Manacles. This is for people that don't have the legendaries. Black Manacles is something you get just for getting your brown and purple gem mastery up. It will do damage to all enemies and has a chance to devour, except you can't devour dwarves. And yeah, you can do that one. But dwarves in general are immune to devour, so don't count on that. It's just for damage to all enemies. If you have another weapon you want to use, that's all good too. Also, devour, actually no status effects are going to work on the tower. No, not even Zuul will work on them. No lethal damage, no devour, no stun, no curse, no nothing. You gotta kill them with skulls and spells only. So anyway, Black Manacles, Ogress is here for mana generation. She'll pull herself up to the front. Basically, I have the Black Manacles in front of her just to try and get some mana for this quickly. Crazed Troll is going to create a mix of blue and purple gems. Equal to what's already on the board. So the blue will feed Zephyros, the purple will feed Black Manacles. It's a little bit of a weird setup, and then Zephyros does some scatter damage. He's just basically here because he can do damage to all enemies. When you destroy a column, be sure to get one with as many yellow gems as possible, because for each yellow gem that you destroy, you'll get an extra 10 scatter damage. But yeah, it's not a fantastic team, but we don't have a lot of choices for things that do damage to all enemies. Not a lot of good choices anyway. So I think that this team will work just fine for anyone um, for these early levels, including people that have the legendaries. So we're just going to use this team for a little bit, and then we'll switch out to the next team in a bit. No reason to do so just yet. We're not even fighting any towers yet, so there's no reason to put the Stonebiter in. Valraven! Alright, well, this is going very nicely. Nice and fast, just how I had hoped. Alright. Okay, we've got our first tower, and it's a Raven tower, which means that's our Raven. Valraven. It's a Valraven tower, basically. We're going to do this. We'll finish off with Zephyros. Just like that. So basically, Ogress is our best choice as far as mana gen goes. There is Sledgepaw from Dark Pits that you could use. There's, a variety of things. By the way, this one that's red and purple, you'll want to get rid of as quickly as possible because it enchants when matching purple gems. Right now, it's not an option to target it, but once you can target, you might want to think about doing that. Just because we don't like it when these things cast. Alright. Won't let me choose the... wouldn't let me choose the gargoyle gem. Right now I have a Medal of Anu equipped and 2 Medals of Orpheus because of Guild Wars. So I'm not even using any Medals of Nisha at this point. We might as well cast this guy just to see what we do here. So it's alright. It's mana gen. I suppose you could put a second Ogress there. I think Sledgepaw would be better, but if you want to use something else that explodes instead of a troll. Now, Raven! Boom. Bye-bye. There we go. And get this one with 2. It didn't take him out, so let's see. We'll do this. Nice. Oh, got a devour. That wasn't a tower, obviously. All right, maybe do another 1 or 2 of these, and then we'll switch out. We'll do that. Zephyros is ready to go, so we might as well. Get some mana. Go. Cast and cast. All right, so for when you start having trouble with the towers, you'll want to switch out to something with the Stonebiter on it. This is using Elementalist simply because it's the safest class to use, but none of the status effects from Elementalist are going to affect the towers at all. I'm actually going to change this. I meant to do that earlier. I'm going to change mine to Dabless because that's what I'm leveling right now. But using something with Rock Solid is going to be very helpful for you to get that barrier when you match brown gems. So let's see. Okay, I forgot to explain this team. So again, we've got these two. We've got the Stonebiter, who is what we need to target the towers, and this thing creates a mix of red and brown gems equal to what's on the board already. It's the same type of troll as the last one I was using, but this one will feed Stonebiter directly. So go ahead and cast this. And we'll just to show you how this works, we're going to go ahead and cast on the Valraven Tower, and we'll do that. And then basically we just have to blow this up a couple times and this guy will die. Or, yeah. It's not... These towers, I mean, not these towers, these teams aren't as tight as I would like them to be. I mean, they're not amazing teams. They work, is about all I can say. So another option for later on, and this might hurt a little bit, if you have the option, Trickster Shot. Trickster Shot, eliminate all armor from an enemy, deal damage, gain 2 magic boosted by the amount of armor eliminated. So if they have a lot of armor, you're getting more and more and more damage. You can one-shot with this thing so nicely. It's such an awesome weapon. But this is an option for you if you don't have any legendaries. I've got some more stuff here. I'm not going to show this one because you really can't showcase Trickster Shot at this point. So, well, apparently I just need to go through some more. I was going to create a team with Hyndla, and I forgot. So let's do that now. So if you have Hyndla, you can put her in here in place of Zephyros, and I would highly recommend that because Hyndla is a much better troop than Zephyros, and because she does more damage. She does splash damage, but she's also a summoner. So splash damage, she'll freeze them. So this will be better, in my opinion, than the Zephyros team, than having Zephyros. But basically, she uses the same colors as Zephyros. I can't speak this morning. Sure, we'll use the troll. Might as well. There we go. Huh. Alright. Want to do splash damage. You want to hit... I wanted to hit all 3 at once. So, I did. And we'll just get rid of this one by blowing up that. And I'm just going to use that. Boom shakalaka! Alright, I should probably document that team. It'll take me just a second here. Okay, got that. And then, we'll try this again. I'll just use this one again. Maybe a few times. And then we'll move on to some higher level stuff here. That is the wrong thing. I'm looking at the wrong stuff here. Copy. All right, do that. Nice. I do love one-shotting things. Do this. Nice. Get to cast it twice in a row. I love that. And Hyndla will just be able to take out this guy. Okay. Yes. Nice thing about Ogress exploding things is she will break the barrier of the first troop if she hits any skulls at all. That's something I really enjoy. So we'll do one more with this, and then I will show you a little bit higher level. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So, I really want to drop those 2 down, but there isn't a way to do it. So, just do that. Nice. Nice. Alright, and go ahead and cast that again. I can take a skull hit. I am not worried about it. Hee hee. Hyndla! Whee! Alright. These guys really aren't high enough level yet to showcase Trickster's shot, but I will show you what I've got here. So, this is another team for people with no legendaries. Ogress, Stonebiter, Trickster Shot, and the Corrupt Troll. I think I already showed the Corrupt Troll, but basically we've got 2 mana generators and the Stonebiter. And then later on you can just replace this Corrupt Troll with a second Stonebiter. This is going to be slow, but that's okay. So what you really want to do is cast with... Of course I don't have mana there. Alright, you want to, on the higher levels, cast with Trickster Shot first. So right now it's 43 damage. We're going to cast it on the tower with the highest mana, or whichever one you need to get rid of first. So we'll do this one. It was 43, just removing 59, I think it was. We're up to 65 damage. Hopefully you can imagine at those higher levels just how much that's going to be. But Trickster Shot and then the Stonebiter when it's needed. Right now my Stonebiter can totally one-shot these guys. So I could even put, I could even keep the Black Manacles or any weapon that does damage to all enemies in here. Sure, we'll go ahead and do that. Basically, we're just trying to keep the Ogress and the Trickster Shot fed, so to speak. And I love Trickster Shot because it self-enchants! It self-enchants! Once you cast it, it just keeps enchanted unless you get cursed. So, yeah, let's try that. Let's try putting in, put Dancing Daggers. We could put, well, no, we don't want to do that because we have purple. So let's put in Fiendfire. Let's put in Fiendfire instead of Black Manacles. We'll do this. And see how that goes. Now, the burn isn't going to work on the towers, of course, but it'll work. It won't work on anything. But that's okay. I still like it. It does some nice damage, and we're going to use it. So take care of this one first because it self-enchants when it matches purple. Might as well do this. And cast. Oh, we don't need the green. Haha! Wasn't paying attention to that. No reason to have the green. We could just use, we'll tighten this up in a second. We'll get a troll in here that's actually going to be helpful. Tower Killer. Boom. Let's see. Is there one that does purple and brown? This one does purple, but it's the same colors as Stonebiter. This one does yellow, green, red. This one does blue and red. This one does blue. This one does red, brown. Brown might be good. This one does blue. So let's do brown, and we'll change the weapon to yellow. All enemies. I mean, you totally could do the Doomed Axe if you felt like it. I love the Garland Staff, but because of the status effects, but it just doesn't do enough damage. So, Dancing Daggers it is. And then banner should be minus blue, plus brown. And I will be back in a moment.